You... Blah. Oh, you were the ones with Tita before, no? Welcome to the Central Factory. Can I help you? We are from the Bracer Guild. We'd like to meet with the factory head if we may. The description. I see. Just a moment, please. Keeping one away. See all this little detail they put in, this little personality they put into the dialogue. It's fantastic. Sir, I'm terribly sorry to bother you during your... Yes. 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 I was about to do the Ocelot voice. The people from the Bracer Guild are... Yes, sir. Right away. Thank you for waiting. No, sir. Factory Chief Murdoch. We'll see you now. His office is upstairs on the second floor. Didn't think he'd see us so quickly. I'll keep him waiting, alright. Hey, I've been waiting for you two, Estelle and Joshua, right? Yes, it's nice to meet you, sir. We're sorry to bother you at work like this. No, don't worry yourselves about that. The Bracer Guild, and Cassius in particular, have done a great deal for me in the past. It would be rude of me not to welcome his children. Huh? You know Dad? I guess you might say that. He was my benefactor. It's no exaggeration to say that the Central Factory produces the finest orb mints in the land. Naturally, the confrontations over our craft have never really stopped. Whenever we had a problem, we'd always contact the Roland branch and have him come over. I see. That explains all the business trips then. And now my benefactor's kids come to visit me themselves. So what can I do for you? I'm happy to help. Thanks, sir. Kind of a long story. Joshua says explain the Murdoch about the la la la. I see. Well then. Would you mind if I had a look at this orb mint? Sure, no problem. It's obviously made from modern materials, but the caliber isn't inscribed anywhere. Caliber? You mean the numbers that are carved into the orb mint's frame? Exactly. It's almost unheard of for an orb mint to be produced without them. That's not just in Liberal either. Most other nations on the continent are the same way. It's been a tradition dating back to when the orb mints were first invented 50 years ago. Huh. You don't say. Eyeballed it suspiciously. You're right. There are numbers right there. Crazy. You mean to say that you've never noticed in all this time? Oh, you hush. But seriously, is it really that strange for one to have no caliber on it? It's pretty much a part of the production process, and that goes for any orbital factory. It's as if this one were a prototype or something. If so, I'd imagine it wasn't made to entertain at birthday parties, if you take my meaning. So less with the sweet and awesome, more with the stabby hurdy. Got it. Of course, I can't say for certain without looking inside. What is it? Bah, I can't find the maintenance cover. And now that I really look at it, it has no seams to it at all. How the hell was this thing made? I don't see any way to check out the inside of it. Oh man. Would it be possible to cut it open? That might work, yes. But I'd hate to just break something belonging to Cassius like that. Oh, okay. Maybe we should let that professor handle it. Oh right, the one mentioned in the note. Yeah, he should be able to tell us something. There was a note that was included with the orb mint. Please ask Professor R to do an analysis. You wouldn't happen to know who this Professor R is, would you? Let me think. From the letter R and the people that Cassius knew, it must be Professor Russell. I thought so. Who's Professor Russell? And wait a second, how do you know this guy? I don't, but I know of him. He's known as the person who brought orbital technology to Libero in the first place. Hey, you know your stuff. As I'm sure you know, orbments were invented by Professor Epstein, and Professor Russell was one of his disciples. 40 years ago, he brought the orbments and his knowledge back, and that's why Libero is a technology-advanced nation. You might say that he was the father of the orbital revolution. Well, that's wild. Now that is impressive, and that's Tita's, the one in Tita's house. I had no idea that Dad knew anyone like that. Even so, it worries me a little that you'll be letting the old prof handle this orbment. We have no idea what it is, really. Huh? Well, how to put this? For good or ill, he's a certified genius. When he gets an idea for a new invention in his head, there's just no telling what he'll do. Much like the time when he was developing the first orbital airship. What's with the far-off look? I guess that a lot's happened. Sorry, I'm sure that he'll be able to figure this thing out. Go find him and ask him about it. Can't hurt. Thanks, Chief. Where should we go find him? Hold on a moment. Testing. Ah, good. Actually, I've been looking for you. Sorry to bother you, but can you come here? Alright, I'll be waiting. Did you just call the professor or something? Oh, no. He actually has a private workshop in town. He has all the latest technology at his disposal, so I know he could figure out something about that thing. Ah, he really must be a genius. Wait, then who did you call? His granddaughter! She works here at the factory. I'm sure the child will be happy to show you the way. The child? Excuse me, there she is! What? You? Oh! Estelle and Joshua! You mean that you know each other? Yeah! We only just met a little while ago, though. So then, I guess that she's the professor's granddaughter? Exactly. Ida. I've been talking with Estelle and Joshua here. I'd like for you to show them the way to your house. To see Grandpa? Okay, I will. I appreciate it. Ah, yes, if you learn anything new, I'd love it if you came back and told me. As an engineer, I'm extremely curious to know more about this. Sure thing. If you'll excuse us then. Hey, I didn't think you'd be coming. And you're even the granddaughter of the famous professor. It's no wonder you're so comfortable with orbment. Oh, come on. I'm still just studying under my grandpa. By the way, did you bracers have business with my grandpa? Well, sort of. The situation is kind of complicated. We can explain everything once we see your grandfather. Okay. My house is in the southwest corner of town. Get off the escalator and go straight until you reach the south entrance. Then turn to the west and there it is. Got it. Well, let's get moving. This is my house. Wow, nice place. Professor Russell is here? No, I think he's in the workshop. Through this door. We should go and say hi then. I'm home, Grandpa. Brr. Okay, maybe this way. Brr. So this is the professor? Nice to meet you. My name is Estelle Bright of the Bracer Guild. We actually came to get your expert opinion on. Got it. I did it. It's finally complete. That's right. Who's the man? I'm the man. Yes, I should start testing it at once. Whoa. What the hell? I'm sorry, Estelle. Grandpa kind of goes into a trance when he's working, and he doesn't really notice what's going on around him. I think he just finished up the device he's been working on for the past few days. Ah, I see. He really is something. Oh, he's something, alright. I'm so embarrassed. Grandpa, there are some people here who need to talk to you. Oh, Tita, you've come at just the right time. I need your help with compiling the data from these tests. But Grandpa, this new invention will actually block a biosensor orbment's detection faculties. It emits a unique orbital force field that deflects the energy that a biosensor sends out when it scans. Oh, really? Yes, really. Since when do I overstate my own accomplishment? Now, come on, we've got testing to do. Right! Well, oops. Tina forgot us too! What the hell? That was great. Hey now. Never mind, Estelle. I think we should just let them be for a little while. Hey, you with the black hair. Oh my. Who, me? Who else? On the upstairs bookcase is a notebook titled Orbital Energy as Applied to Force Field. Go get it. Go on. Be quick about it. Alright. Wait, Joshua. Hey, young lady with the antenna hair. Antenna? Oh no, you didn't. Quit farting around and make some coffee. Oh, this is great. Quit farting around. Oh. Oh, this is great. Why should I have to make you coffee? I take it black, by the way. I want it clear as mud. You're not hearing a word I say. Fine, whatever. Yep, perfect. All set, Grandpa. Just as fast as ever. Oh. Where are Stella and Joshua? Who? Who? Come to think of it, I do vaguely recall a couple of young folks. Murdoch sent along some fresh faces then, I presume. Grandpa. And so and Joshua inadvertently wound up as assistants in the experiment. After many small but relatively harmless explosions and some singeing of the eyebrows, the day gave way to evening. Oh my. Sorry about all that. I just assumed you were both new employees at the central factory. It's only natural that you wound up being drafted as assistants. This is no laughing matter. Especially since the only thing you had me helping with was making coffee. Girls can bang metal parts together too, old man. Relax, Estelle. We got some valuable experience out of the deal in the end. How often does one get to participate in startup tests on a brand new type of orbment after all? Well now, you're a bright lad then, aren't ya? Want to give up this bracer nonsense and start up in the field of orbital engineering? Grandpa! I'm really sorry, guys. I guess I got caught up in the moment too. You don't need to apologize, sweetie. But I thought the father of the orbital revolution was going to be some really amazing man. Not some old fart with attention deficit issues. Why is she's so disrespectful? But everybody's disrespectful to her, so I get it. Please, you're too kind. I love these characters so much. They're so great. Moving on. So I'm being paid a visit by the children of Cassius. That's quite a surprise. So you really do know our dad? Yes, from way back when. I've known him since his army days, some 20 years or so. I've met him too. He had the really nice mustache, right? Well, I don't know if I'd call it nice, so much as suspicious looking. But if he's known Dad for that long, it looks like we'll be safe and trusting you-know-what with Professor Russell after all. Yes, I have to agree. What are you talking about? Sustache. And what was it you wanted my help with? Well... I see. Wow, a pitch black ornament. Yes, most intriguing. And with no inscribed caliber or seams. Look at the frame, too. Wait, what are you doing? It's a special alloy steel cutter. Just as I thought. Here, take a look. Okay. There's not even a scratch. The frame is made from some type of metal that I've never before encountered. Opening it up for a closer look is going to be quite the task, I think. That's just crazy. If we can't find some way to open it, we'll be right back to square one. Well, I can certainly spend some time on trying. But first, I think that maybe we should put it under a measurement scan. Oh, what now? That huge piece of equipment you saw when we were working on the experiment, it can gauge orbital energy activity in real time. You're making my head hurt with your techno babble. Just tell me what using that thing will accomplish. To put it in layman's terms, it'll allow us to see what this ornament does. You won't be able to draw any definitive conclusions just from measuring what kind of orbital activity is occurring, but it's a start. And that should give us a major clue. Indeed. So, without further ado, Grandpa, shouldn't we have lunch first? Sure. Estella and Joshua, you're both welcome to join us. I can't promise it'll be anything special, but sounds great to me. We'll even help with prep. Alright, come on then. I've got a bit to do while lunch is prepared. No! I want to see it too! No fair working when I'm not around. My house, my rules. What is up with these two? Now I see where she gets it. That is so cute. Now, if everyone is ready, let's get this started. Estelle, if you'll put the ornament on the stand. Okay. Like this? Yes, thank you. Are you ready, Tita? All set. Good, good. Now commencing orbital force measurement test on the black ornament. Black ornament, so that's going to be the official name after all? But using it officially is so boring and simple. Why not something cool like dark thingy of impending doom? No, simple is best. Anything longer than black ornament would just be annoying to say. Oh, look at her. She's all anxious to start. Huh? Oh, hee hee. Alright, let's begin. Tita, if you'll activate the scanner, please. Okay. Output set at 45. Put all measuring equipment on standby. Roger. Done. All measuring equipment is calibrated. Okay, from here on out is the real deal. Since no direct input or output was detected, all we can do is measure how the central crystal circuit responds. Now let's see just how much this contraption is really worth. You're such in a good mood. You're sure in a good mood. And click! Neat, it's all glowing and stuff. I get it, it's putting a major strain on the crystal circuit. There. Tita, any readings? Yes, but they're kind of weird. The tachometer's needle is shaking like crazy. Now it's spinning around the dial. What? What's going on here? Joshua! It's that same black light from before. What? Oh shit. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. Oh my god. Oops. Blackout. I am so sorry, everybody. Grandpa, it won't take much more of this. We have to shut it down. Don't you dare. Just a little longer, we'll have something. Wait a second. All the lights in town are going out. Huh? What in... Bah. We have no choice then. Terminating the experiment. Oh. You're back on. Let's see the readout. Nothing. I didn't record anything. And the only thing that kept working was the scanner on which the black orbman sat. But even that, well, as for everything else, good, it looks like the experiment's finished. How's it outside? Fine, all the lights are back, like nothing happened. There's still a lot of people panicking though. Okay. But just what the hell was all that? That was what I would dub the orbital shutdown phenomenon. The what now? You mean how everything inside all the orbments just stopped working at once? So the black orbment did this? Yes, I've no doubt. But I would never have dared to guess that its effect would be so extensive. There's definitely more to this than I expected. Interesting. Most interesting indeed. Only you would think causing a blackout over an entire city is interesting. Professor! Ah, Murdoch. Just the man I wanted to see. The feeling is not mutual. Every single time you invent something, it means trouble for me. What the hell were you up to that would cause all the power downtown to go out? How rude. It's not even my fault this time. See that there? That's the black orbment, and it caused this. Is that the... Okay, I get it. If that's the root of this, then it's genuine extenuating circumstances. But it still means that this was all your fault. Aw, nuts. You got me. That's it? They're just okay again? Are they always like this? This is so embarrassing. Man, yesterday was such a crazy day. I was surprised enough at the town, but I really wasn't expecting to deal with anything like that. No kidding. But back on the subject of the Black Orbment, it's much more powerful than I'd ever imagined possible. Yeah. What's the prof gonna do now that his equipment's gone all kerflooey? Good morning, guys. Morning, Tita. Good morning. Quite a big day yesterday. No kidding. Did you guys sleep okay? Yep, like babies. Is the professor already up? Oh, he left for the central factory early this morning. He said something about how he was going to expose all the Black Orbman's secrets. Wow, looks like getting roared at over and over by the factory chief yesterday didn't even put a dent in him. We really appreciate both of you taking the time just to look over something a couple of relative strangers brought you. It's fine, really. Grandpa's investigating it out of pure curiosity more than anything. I should go to the factory myself once I'm done with breakfast. What do you plan to do? Naturally, we'll be coming with you. I want to know what's really going on with that Orbman too. Maybe there's something we can do to help. Yay, then you can come with me. Uh-oh. I almost forgot about the soup. Just a second, you two. I'll bring you breakfast as soon as I make sure it's edible and not on fire. I guess that's what that smell is. But man, what a cutie. I wish we could take her back with us to roll it. She could be like a pet. Estelle, cheering us up whenever we're feeling down. That's awful. That's kind of creepy, Estelle. And now that we've had a good breakfast, off to the Central Factory. Before we do that, I'd like to check in at the guild. I think it might be best to report on what happened yesterday, just to be on the safe side. Okay. Hey Tita, would you mind if we stopped by there on our way? Sure, go ahead. That was some day yesterday, wasn't it? You're ready, we'd like your full report on it. Business as usual, Kilika? I've heard the basics from the factory chief already, but I'd like to expand that account with some first-hand details. Well, I see. So the ornament that was sent to Cassius in secret was in fact something dangerous. The guild is very interested in these developments. We need to continue working with Professor Russell for the present. We thought you'd say that. When we have more information, we'll contact you immediately. Another failure. Grandpa? He came to see if we could help. Ah, hello, Tita. And you two are here as well, I see. What can I say? We were worried. So what are you working on? Well, as you can see, I'm trying to cut into the Black Orphan. But it hasn't been going very well. What seems to be the problem? Perhaps a demonstration is in order. And click. Whoa, what's that thing? It's a circular saw. It's made of a special alloy that can cut through basically anything. That ought to do it then. It stopped. I thought that might happen. It's on a smaller scale, but it's the same phenomenon as yesterday. It seems like the Black Orbman is blocking the functionality of other Orbmans, interfering with them in some way. And I doubt it was solely made for the purpose of killing the lights. Yeah. But Grandpa, doesn't the effect spread like it did last night? Yes, good thinking. This interference with nearby Orbmans seems to spread out, moving from Orbman to Orbman like chain lightning. I'd put the range at about 5 arcs. But if there are no Orbmans powered on within that range, then that's where the effects stop. I see, that makes sense. However, even with that knowledge, there's no way to know why it causes machines to simply stop without getting a look inside it. Very troubling. Is there any way to destroy the thing? Maybe with a good scream and a really hard whack? Don't be ridiculous. Didn't you see the big saw do exactly nothing to it just a moment ago? Well, yeah. Anyone thought of trying fire? Maybe it'd melt down in a blast furnace or something. If we did that, the insides of it would melt too. Oh yeah. Well, it was worth a shot. Actually, it might work. Really? You know of a way to burn it open? No, that's not what I meant. Orbital power, that which drives Orbmans to work, can't be used for this problem. We'll have to find a way that doesn't rely on any orbital energy. Is there even such a thing? A combustion engine. It's a device that burns fuel to generate energy. The idea has been around for a long time, but it's very inefficient when compared to an orbital engine. However, all you need to work on them are standard tools. Huh, neat. I get it. Fire is the key. Grandpa, I've never seen one of them. I'm pretty certain that there's one understudy in the Central Factory workshop. Oh, you'll need to get fuel as well. Like oil or something? No, it's called gasoline. It's extremely flammable. There's likely a tank or canister of it stored in reserve. Yes, it should do the job. I'll start getting the tools ready. I'll help. Is there anything we can do? I mean, I can't do anything super technical like Tita can. Well, you could go and get the engine and gasoline. It's going to be heavy, but you bracers should be strong enough to move it. Okay, leave it to us. So, where would we find these? Let's see. Don't tell me that you've forgotten. I've forgotten. He just said not to say that. Estelle? If you look in the operations room, you could probably find them. What the heck is an operations room? It's a room with a bunch of Orbital computers. It's on the 5th floor. We store all kinds of information there for safekeeping. Wow, I didn't even know there was such a place. Then I leave it in your capable hands. Making coffee, fetching stuff. Well played, old man. Well played. Oh well, let's go find this operations room thingy. To the 5th floor. Wow, check out this place. This has to be the operations room. Hey, you two. I haven't seen you before, so you mind telling me what business you have in here? My name's Travis, Senior Engineer and Supervisor. Nice to meet you. We're with the Bracer Guild. We're here at the request of Professor Russell. So if Professor Russell, he's not in trouble again, is he? Again? You really don't have much faith in him, do you? No, I mean, I realize that he's a genius. He was the one who developed the Capo unit after all. But even being acquainted with him results in no end of trouble. Tita, on the other hand, is an incredibly sweet girl, just an all-around good kid. Yeah, I get what you mean. But I don't think we have time to stand around talking in this case. We need to find where the central factory stores this equipment. Oh, is that what this is all about? In that case, go right ahead. I'll show you how it works. This cylindrical device is a type of computer. It's called the Capo. These days, they mostly get used to assist in airship navigation. But this one is equipped for the faster general purpose data processing in the world. It can be used for anything, from calculated material density to information retrieval. Now, for information retrieval, you have to use this front panel to select that mode. That will send a signal through the wiring and allow you to access the memory orbit. There's a quartz inside that trains a rapid light pulse on it, you see? Then it simply extracts the data you want. So I trust you know how it works? Yep, no sweat. I'm impressed with stuff. You're way better with modern technology than I am. Okay, so I lied. All that stuff went completely over my head. Well, here's the setup. You change the mode with this panel. I'm sure you'll figure it out in no time. Looks like you found what you were looking for. Yeah, I sure did. It's like a magic box or something. Orbital computers are really something. As I understand that Professor Russell's teacher, Professor Epstein, was responsible for the original concept. But it was Professor Russell's talent that made an idea into reality. Only his presence of mind was on par with his intelligence. Well, Adios isn't one to bestow 2 blessings on one person. By the way, where can we find the guy who has one of those combustion engine thingies? The maintenance chief, right? Where is he? He's currently overseeing the airfield, so you'd have to go there to speak to him. Also, the gasoline is likely in Orbment Manufacturing in the basement. Talk to the staff there. I'm sure they'll be happy to get it for you. Maintenance Chief Gustav is down at the airfield, and the gasoline is in the basement, Orbment. Thanks. You've been a big help. Excuse me. What's that? May I help you? You need gasoline? I think we have a tank of it back in storage somewhere. I'll check for you. This is Faye. Got a request down here. We still have the tank of Calvert gasoline there in the warehouse, right? Can you send some down? Yeah, enough to carry. Thanks. They're sending some for you right now. Sending? Holy. There we are. Is this gasoline? So that's what sending is. Neat, isn't it? The conveyor belt system isn't just for ordering goods. It's an entire network that connects the whole facility. Convenient. Professor Russell invented it. Originally, it was just a series of tubes for sending products back and forth. The professor completely rebuilt the system into something a lot more useful. Of course, getting all the infrastructure in place was a gigantic pain in the... I can only imagine. We have to be on our way. Thank you for your help. No problem. I don't know what you're using it for, but be careful with that gasoline. There's a tendency to fireball. Hi, need a flight? The westbound airship just departed a few moments ago. No thank you, we don't need an airship right now. Actually, we need to talk to Gustav, was it? You mean the maintenance chief? He's not here at the moment. What do you mean not here? He went to Leyston Fortress 2 or 3 days ago. Some kind of repair emergency on a military patrol ship. Leyston Fortress was in the largest base in the Royal Army, out by Lake Valeria, up in the north part of Zeiss. Wonderful. He won't be coming back from there anytime soon. So what do we do about the professor's request? I don't know anything about that, but the chief is actually on his way back. He just sent word to us. Hey, airship! Speak of the devil. No way. Lucky. An orange airship? Hold the phone. Since when are public airships orange? No, that doesn't look like a regular public airship. The shape is wrong and it's got work arms all over it. Now you mention it. That's a central factory vessel, the Leibniz. It's the same model as the public transports, but it's had several modifications. It's used for large-scale maintenance and transport. Huh, a flying factory. Then the maintenance chief is on that airship? That's right. Now's your chance. You need to talk to him, no? We do. Thanks a lot. Yes, thank you. What do you want? The Leibniz has a mountain of parts stored in her. It's dangerous, so stand clear. Actually, we're looking for someone. Isn't there a maintenance chief by the name of Gustav on this ship? What do you want with me? Oh, well that's convenient. Ah, you're running errands for Russell, are you? With a combustion engine? Huh. Oop, huh? Hang on a second. Does he actually have one packed onto this ship? Looks like it. Here you go. It's a heavy beast though, so be careful. Wow, yow, you weren't kidding. But we can still manage to carry it. Hey, you got some spirit to you for such a young girl. I like it. Thanks. It's a pretty interesting little coincidence. That old fart wants this thing right after I got it back from the military. Huh? From the military? Yeah, this thing was on a loan to them for a little while. They were using it for some kind of research. As a matter of fact, I only just got it back today. Huh. Lucky for us. What's wrong? Oh, it's nothing. Now that we've got what we need, why don't we take it back to the professor? Sure thing. Thank you, Mr. Maintenance Chief. Sure. Give my regards to the old man. We're back. And we brought what you asked for. Excellent. Thank you. You weren't kidding about how heavy this thing is. Yes, your brute strength was most useful, girl. Perfect timing too, as I've just finished preparing the tools. All that's left is to set up the engine and put gas in it. If you'll go and put on the finishing touches, Tita? Yes, sir. And it's all set. Wow, this thing is really clunky looking. Are all of these engines like this? Yeah. It converts the energy given by the burning gas to power the tools. So this way, they don't need orbital energy. Indeed. Now, let's not dawdle. Let me flip the switch. And flick. Geez, that thing sure makes a racket. Definitely a lot louder than Orville engines. That's one of its drawbacks, yes. But I doubt we need to fear activating the black orbment this way. Let's get started. Ooh. Whoa! Some serious sparkage. Shut it down for now. We've seen how much physical punishment can take, and how much punishment our ears can take as well. A tiny scratch. That's it? It's incredible. And with the special alloy saw too. Whatever it's made of is tougher than anything I've ever seen. But if we keep at it, I believe this would work. We're going to get through quite a few saw blades though. It's going to be a real test of patience then. Hey Professor, can I talk to you for a second? Have you already finished the modifications? Of course I have. Remember who you're talking to. Anyway, what is it? Is something wrong? I just received a message from the hotel in Elmo for you. The Orville-powered pump that supplies the hot water for their spa has broken down. Since they can't make any money like this, they'd like for you to come and try to fix it. Ah, you must be kidding. Damn it. Of all the times for this to happen. If you're that busy, why don't you send another engineer over? No, that pile of junk is at least 40 years old. The younger techs have no idea what to do with anything that's not state-of-the-art. What a pain in the... Grandpa, maybe I could go over and do the repairs, you think? Ida? You took me there to help with maintenance before. I think it'll be fine if just I go. I'm sure you do a fine job on the repairs. That's not what concerns me. Agreed, there are monsters out on the road. But we can't just leave Miss Mao like this. If that's the problem, why don't you let us handle it? Huh? It's a racer's duty to ensure the safety of Liberal's roadways. Therefore, seeing that Tita arrives at her destination safely is our responsibility. Well, that's another story. If you're all with her, then we don't need to worry. Alright then, thank you. Are you sure this is okay? Don't worry about it. Kids shouldn't sweat the details so much. If you're ready, then let's go. Thank you. Thank you both. Okay, Grandpa and Mr. Marat. We'll be back soon. Take care, dear. Be careful out there. Oh. So, Elmo sounds kind of fun. There's a hot springs there, right? Right. It's a real nice place. My grandpa's taken me there a few times. Well, then let's set out. Just go out the south entrance, right? Right, then just follow along the south road to get there. Okay, let's get going.